Good afternoon, YouTube. I come to you from the very sunny garden, and it's so nice to see the sun shining. We had lunch in the garden with my mum today. Oh, and it just lifted up the spirits to see the sun shining and to be out here doing pots, watering the greenhouse, potting things on. It's just been so good. Wow, that is a look with the hair. And another day, another t-shirt. As we've come to know, I wanted to jump on and be a bit more cheerful because I haven't been this week. I've shared a couple of clips and a couple of times on some of the background to that without going into any of the detail. And I just wanted to jump on and show you what I've been doing in the garden because it's looking lovely out here. So what we're going to do first is spin you round. I'll seamlessly join these together, we'll see, and catch up with you in a minute. So everything is going great guns, which is so good. My mint over there at the back is going for it, absolutely flourishing, and is in there in I think a 9cm pot. That's one of the small ones that you get, and mint just comes back year after year and gets tougher and stronger. Not tougher as in gets hardier, and just keeps pushing back and keeps growing wherever you put it. My advice to you would be to contain it in its pot that you bought it in, because it will just spread like a weed. It's so strong. This is my GM that we got a couple of weeks ago in the sale section. Put it in this pot, gave it a bit of a trim, and it's loving life, absolutely loving life. It will probably, it will spend the summer in this pot and then get divided in the autumn, and we'll split it. I might even find somewhere for it to go in the ground. I had one in the ground last year in this bed over here, which I'll show you in a moment, but a huge amount of work's been done on that bed, so it's looking a lot better, and the soil's amazing. This is Aggie Agapanthus, who is loving life being in a pot and getting more direct sunlight, and has got flowers waiting to bloom. Excuse the gardener's fingernails, I need a pedicure. No, what? Manicure. And another one here. I'm so excited. My mother-in-law, when she was staying down here a few weeks ago, said that reminded her that she needed to look up how to get her agapanthus to bloom. And just as I was thinking a similar thing and thinking, oh, maybe it just needs a bit more time and it's been moved and maybe got a bit unsettled, these little seeds, blooms were forming, and it's just so happy. It gives me joy, it gives me real joy. Then something really exciting, we found this, my phlox paniculata David. Hello, sweetheart. Haskell's just come to join us. Hello, my darling. Got a little sore red eye from where he's been a bit itchy. All right, darling, let's just give you some strokes. So that's exciting. That's now growing in that pot. We rescued it from one of our clay soil beds that was just getting too much shade, and now it gets a lot more sunshine. It's happier. I had forgotten about some nasturtium seeds that I had in a seed tray that I grew from earlier on in the winter, and I've put them in here and they've just exploded straight into flower, and then I've moved them over here into the sunshine this afternoon, and I think they're just going to be very happy there. And then these leaves will colour up nicely and we can keep eating them in salads like the one over there. This is my lupin. Oh my gosh, that pot needs some TLC. And this keeps being munched. So my mum this afternoon told me to put some cucumber around it, which I've started doing. And then the slugs eat the cucumber rather than the plant. Because this, as you can see, is being absolutely munched. I've moved it more into the sun so that it can have a bit more direct sun. This garden, as I think I've explained before, is so shady, but this little bit does get quite a lot of sun during the day. This is so happy. I was worried that I was losing this in that clay bed that I was just talking to you about, although, as I'm going to show you in a moment, Nick's done so much work on it and it's looking amazing. This could probably go back in here in the autumn when I divide it. I'm going to go on grand dividing spree and divide all my herbaceous perennials and double my plants. This, my mum gave me a little fuchsia cutting last year. I think probably this time last year, and I've been watering it faithfully in the greenhouse and it's just been so happy. And my mum said, just pot it on, just pot it on and she will grow and be so happy. And it's so pretty, and she's absolutely as tough as anything and just absolutely gorgeous. I love it, absolutely love it. So I'm going to take you over and show you what my clever husband has done for me. My lovely Asa. I think this was £10 from Tesco or Lidl, can't remember. Where are you from, little plant? Oh my gosh, it's even better than that. This is incredible and I need to buy more. £4! £4! It's incredible, absolutely incredible. Tesco do the best value plants, just amazing. Lidl do as well, to be honest. But look at the size of it. And I only got that, I'm fairly sure, last year. I will ask Nick in case I'm giving false information, but we put it in this pot, yeah, last year. Ericaceous compost, put some horticultural grit on the top, and it's just absolutely as happy as Larry. It does need more soil, absolutely true, but I don't have any ericaceous, and it's so happy. Oh, look at it, just incredible. So this bed, turn you around a bit, this euphorbia I bought not at Perch Hill, which is Sarah Raven's garden in East Sussex. Mum and I went for a day. I bought her tickets, and I think they were doing a lovely I can't remember what it was, I don't know, but they had a marquee up in a part of the garden where we also I bought her lunch, 2-course lunch, and it was gorgeous. It was earlier on in the season, and I was looking for a euphorbia rubi, I don't know how you pronounce it, I'm sorry, but I found this in a garden centre on the way back home from Perch Hill, and I think it was in a 2-litre pot, and it's just absolutely exploded. We've taken bits and bobs off it, but it's just phenomenal. I'm not taking any more off it now until the autumn, I promise, because I keep doing it. But as you can tell, it's absolutely enormous. So I'm just going to put it all around my garden. I've got some grand plans. Not grand, but I've got some cool plans which will make it look a lot neater. So this is what my clever husband did. He made me a dry stone slate wall. We had loads of this slate buried in there. That's not the soil that this garden came with. It's beautiful compost, and he created this for me, and it looks so much smarter and so much nicer, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. It has, of course, given me the I wants for it to go all around my garden because it's just stunning. But isn't he clever? It just looks so lovely. Darling. Very pleased with that. And then in here, we're having a bit of a think because money is tight this year. We've got this stunning Philadelphus, or mock orange. It smells incredible. So we've put in at the moment some lavender because it's gorgeous and smells fabulous and spreads and comes back. Thyme, ditto. Nepeta, ditto. Smells amazing. All of this stuff will be good for butterflies. and the bees, which is very, very important. Salvia, because we love, love, love salvia. You can see how little these are, and these are new, but they're all growing already. And then ferns. We're creating a bit of a fern sanctuary here. I bought a few, but we also get 1 or 2 that just self-seed and grow and come back each year in this garden because it's woodland, which is lovely. My beautiful hydrangea Annabelle, which is being my little star of the show. She's growing, she's coming back tougher. Watered her earlier, so the leaves have all come back to life, but it was a little bit droopy at lunchtime. And it's just super, super happy. Doubled or tripled in size this year. This bed is a bit funny. It does get plenty of sun, but then it does move into shade. So we have to change what works here. We have to change what works. This soil's taken some conditioning. There's always more to do in gardens, and there's more to do here, but it's a real work in progress and a labour of love. Yeah, that is the world's most happiest penstemon. So again, I bought, I think it was a 9cm pot, pretty sure it was, last year from a garden centre in West Sussex, but on the way to Brighton, and it's just as happy as anything. We moved it, it was kind of over here, and I wasn't convinced things were in the right place, and this Philadelphus just goes absolutely gloriously big and bold and showy and just wants to be bigger and bigger, which is fine, it's great, we love it, but things can get a bit overshadowed here in this area, so we've moved it over to here. Yes, that is a bulb pot of the world's hardest working muscari that needs to be emptied and cleaned out and probably utilised for something else, but real life on here, guys. So this is just so happy, and I think it's tripled. I gave it a Chelsea chop just before Chelsea, and it's so, so happy, and look, it's flowering. The joy is real. Flowers and buds all over it, even in my shady garden. So, so happy. Is there anything else I want to show you? My hellebore needs a bit of TLC, but that's flowering in summer. Slightly confusing, but there we go. Yeah, I've been chatting away for 10 minutes. I just wanted to come and show you some things. And this, I'm just so proud of my gorgeous husband. I think maybe we should get him a dry stone walling course, and he can come and do this for more people. Very clever. Good evening, YouTube. Let's jump on and have a sunny evening chat with each other. This is me joining you in the evening sunshine, the last of it, on week 2 of a hard week for us. Yeah, they're having some of those times at the moment where you have to lean in and you have to really trust and love the small moments and trust the support that's around you and that things will improve again. And I'm taking that moment this evening on the evening of my dad's birthday, who sadly died far too many years ago now. And my brother and sister and I shared a few messages this morning and said how sad we feel that it's been so long since we saw him and had the opportunity to celebrate him, because he absolutely loved a birthday and he loved a celebration. So I'm out here doing my version of that and raising a glass of very delicious and tasty rosé and saying happy birthday to my dad, and just sitting out here in the sun listening to the wood pigeons and admiring the beautiful planting up that my darling husband has done for me when he didn't want to and he didn't feel like it, and I didn't have to ask him to, because he knows how much it matters to me. And I'm really lucky and blessed to have that in my life, and I recognise that and I'm truly thankful for it. I haven't got loads of uplifting today, but I did want to jump on and just show you a little snippet of this, my beautiful border that he's been fixing for me this evening and doing some adaptations with. Doesn't it look lovely and bushy and full and just very, very lovely? I'll turn the camera around in the morning and do some better filming then and point out what some of the perennials are. We spent the day having a lovely few hours down at the beautiful Sheffield Park down in East Sussex, and just being really peaceful and watching the ducks and the geese, and just having a slow day. I think that being in nature is probably the single best thing going on for me in my life, and it's just incredible, especially at this time of year. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to jump on and mark the day and remember always, even on a hard day, in this hard couple of weeks, that there is beauty in the small things and solace can be found in that too. So I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to try my best to come back on tomorrow and have some chattier chats and do some sharing of the lovely plants that are in the garden. I think it's also probably time to put a video live again, but I'll probably stick to Thursday. I think putting them live on Monday and Thursday feels like a doable thing, and I do want to keep pushing and challenging myself even when I'm having the hard times, because it's keeping me accountable, and consistency is something that I haven't been brilliant with through my life, although I've always had great intentions. But to stay consistent and to keep showing up even when it's hard to do, or maybe especially when it's hard to do, is really, really valuable. I've got the last few moments of the sun before it drops down behind a neighbour's house. So cheers to my dad, cheers to anyone out there that's having a hard time, and let's remember to look after each other and try and smile or share a kind word, because it means the world.